You're watching Reality Check. The Delhi elections that just finished made news for crossing the political Lakshman Rekha, mainly the volcano of hate speech by leaders of the BJP. But now it seems that another Lakshman Rekha may have been crossed. The use of deepfake videos by the BJP in the election campaign. Vice News reports that the BJP made deepfake videos of its Delhi President Manoj Tiwari to make it seem that he was speaking in different languages to appeal to different voter groups in the city. These videos, the story reports, were made viral on over 5,000 WhatsApp groups. This has sparked alarm. Deepfakes use artificial intelligence technology to create morphed videos that seem real. You can literally put words in the mouths of others. So far, they've been haven't been widely used in elections, but there is a growing fear that they may be used to spread political misinformation, and hence the worry over the BJP video. The first instance in India and possibly the world of deepfake technology being used by a political party. The BJP says they've used it positively on their own leader and not as a hit job against their rivals. In fact, as Amit Malviya reports, since the Vice story broke, the BJP seems to be somewhat walking back from their deepfake experiment. But is the genie already outside the bottle?
This is Manoj Tiwari, the Delhi BJP president, with a message for Delhi's voters in Haryanvi, calling out the promises of the Aam Aadmi Party.
सारिया ने मेरा जय श्री राम। दोस्तों, मैं सिर्फ काम का हिसाब लेने आया हूं। केजरीवाल ने कहा था 200 स्कूल बनेंगे, बने से के?
This is Manoj Tiwari in English, making a similar appeal.
Jai Shri Ram, greetings to all. Friends, I'm here just to ask about the work accounted for. Kejriwal said that he will start 500 new schools. Have they started?
Except there is a catch. As Vice News reported, these are deep fakes, where videos are convincingly manipulated using artificial intelligence. This is the original video of Manoj Tiwari in Hindi, morphed to make it seem like he's speaking in Haryanvi and English.
बधाई हो आप सभी को, क्योंकि अभी-अभी नागरिकता संशोधन बिल राज्यसभा से भी पास हो गया.
Now watch all three videos together. Note that the head and the hand movements are similar, but note how the facial expressions, especially the eyes and the mouth, are different.
इंडिया आए, उनको आज मोदी सरकार ने इंसाफ दिया, वो यहाँ के अब नागरिक बनेंगे. लेकिन
8 फरवरी ने कमल का बटन दबा के मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में
Please press lotus button on 8th of February.
The Vice piece quotes Delhi BJP's media in charge as saying that the video was effective in reaching out to millions of voters. But speaking to us, he claimed the videos were circulated within BJP WhatsApp groups only.
It was around 5,800. But that's internal. That's our own stream.
These are all BJP WhatsApp groups?
Yes. Okay. It's up to the mandal level. And we came back, a lot of people came back with an input saying, oh, it's very interesting. The Haryanvi dialect is great and people like it, but why don't we do it for English? So I requested the volunteer to please speak to the company who gave us, saying that, okay, why don't we try one in English also, just to see the lip syncing is same or not, on the same video.
The BJP also claims that they did not hire or pay for the services. So did you pay the company for this?
No, we have no contract with them. We don't know which company it is. We have never, I have never met them.
Since the Vice story broke, the internet has responded with amusement and alarm. As several on Twitter have pointed out, deep fakes raise serious ethical questions, especially when used by political parties. So far, deep fakes have not been widely used in election campaigns. They're most commonly used in the porn industry to create fake porn videos of celebrities. Ironically, the BJP accepts the possibility of misuse, but by their political opponents, not them. The deep fakes were made by a Chandigarh-based firm called Ideas Factory. When we reached out to them, they said they're not allowed to comment as per their client-agency relationship, indicating that the BJP may have in fact been a client.
इंडिया आए, उनको आज मोदी सरकार ने इंसाफ दिया, वो यहाँ के अब नागरिक बनेंगे. लेकिन
8 फरवरी ने कमल का बटन दबा के मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में
Please press lotus button on 8th of February.
All right, joining us tonight on Reality Check, we have with us Neelkant Bakshi, who's the head media relations Delhi BJP. Also here in the studio with us, Rohan Gupta, who's head of the Congress social media cell, Pratik Sinha, co-founder altnews.in, and last but not least, Nilesh Christopher, freelance technology journalist who wrote that piece for Vice. Let me just start with you, Nilesh. That was a terrific piece, by the way, but you know, just to ask you, because there seems to be now somewhat of a pullback from the BJP on exactly what happened in terms of how these videos were created. We just heard Neelkant there in the story saying that we actually had nothing to do with this company that put these videos out. We didn't have a contract with them. As we just reported, the company actually said that it's a contract employee relationship, so we can't say anything. So that seems to actually indicate the reverse. Now, you actually spoke to officials in the company and they were quoted in your story, but that made it very much seem like they were doing this as a contract or as a project for the BJP.
Yeah, thanks, Srini. So I stumbled upon these videos about a week ago, and that's when I started looking at it. When I looked at it, I was absolutely convinced that this is Manoj Tiwari, and there is no other way these are fake. But I was sent a text later that these are indeed deepfake technologies being used, being debuted in India for positive election campaign, probably the first in the world. So that is what piqued my attention, and I contacted the firm who sent me the video and asked them about the process they used. So essentially they used an AI algorithm into which they fed hours and hours of public speeches of politicians, in this case Manoj Tiwari, to be able to perfectly create a lip sync so that whatever audio is fed, it can be manipulated to speak in the way in which the output,
what did they say?
In which you want to receive the output.
No, I understand how they made, but what did they say about their arrangement with the BJP? That was my question.
So initially they said it was a partnership they're having with the BJP, and it was a trial of 2 videos to reach a larger audience in Haryana, Haryanvi speaking audiences. Yeah. And however, when I called them again, they said they're not going to comment on this.
I see. Okay. Is that a bit of a U-turn that has happened there, Neelkant Bakshi, that after signing up with this company, now you're saying you have nothing to do with the company? Is it because of the fact that now there's been criticism of the fact that you've done deepfake?
No, Srinivas.
So initially...
No, this is a question for Neelkant.
What happened.
This is a question, Nilesh. This is a question for Neelkant. Yes, sorry, Neelkant, go ahead.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Hi, Srini. Hi, everybody on board. Let me explain you what happened actually. You should know the fact.
Yeah.
You are doing a program called Reality Check, so Reality Check should be done in a proper way.
Okay.
6th February was the last day of campaign.
Yes.
On 6:48 on my WhatsApp, I get this video. 6:48 p.m. I'm saying, once almost the campaign was over. And this was in Haryanvi, and I started laughing how he have done it. So I called my volunteer who has sent me. So he says, sir, these guys came to meet us earlier also, because we are in a position where people come to promote their products or their software or their campaign they want to, in the election time. And he said, sir, something has happened, and they have sent us this video. They made it from where we don't know, but they say, please look into that. So I just saw it, and
So you're denying any kind of formal arrangement with them. They are saying we can't comment because of client-agency relationship.
Not at all.
But you're saying BJP is not a client of theirs. You've not paid them
Not at all. We have not done it.
Have you paid them anything?
We have not done it. Yes.
Have you paid them anything?
No, we have not done it. We have not met them. We have not given them any. No, we have no. There is no contract. We don't know who these guys are.
Okay. But at least tell me this. Neelkant Bakshi, that
yes, please.
Isn't this worrying that you're saying you've done it in a positive way, but the fact is that the use of deep fakes is something that has caused concern the world over, that this is basically a kind of misinformation, that it is Manoj Tiwari
Yes, it's a deep
supposedly
worry.
speaking in different languages when he's
These
not.
guys have done with a good intention, let's imagine. Yeah. I'm saying, yes, this is a matter of worry for everyone. But I'm saying Before you, if you remember, Srinivas, people were hesitant to go to Facebook also. But now Mr. Obama with 55 million, Mr. Modi with 44 million, Mr. Trump with 25 million users, they have now started posting the things. Now people are comfortable in posting. Earlier they were not comfortable in posting.
How can you compare Facebook to deepfake? How can you compare Facebook to deepfake?
I'm saying with any technology on the internet. No, we are not in favor of deep. We are not in favor. We are not in favor. We are not promoting this. We are I'm saying we have not promoted it. No. We are not in favor. We are condemning this. We don't like it. It was only for a humor purpose when it came to us at 6:48 p.m. on 6th of February. We have just circulated to internal groups. We have not sent it to anyone. Have you seen it? You are from NDTV. Have you seen it before you tell me? Nobody has seen it.
That is
so
not,
it is only the internal. When it came to us, we just asked.
You said you circulated it to 5,600 WhatsApp groups. 5,600 WhatsApp groups.
No, it's a pyramid.
My friend. Anyway,
it's wrong. It's wrong. It's 5,800.
5,800
because we have a system.
Makes your case.
Yeah, it's a system.
That makes your case even worse. But anyway,
it's a system how it works.
Okay, fair enough.
But it is a system. Once I give it to my core team give it to district and to Mandal, and that's how it spreads.
Okay,
but it is only to our own people, not to anybody else.
Okay. Prateek Sinha, a deep fake video being used in an election campaign, even if, as Neelkant says, it is a positive, it is being used by the party themselves. Why should we be worried?
Number one, there can be nothing positive about a deep fake. Even in this case, number one, Mr. Neelkant is saying that he sent it to only 5,800 groups, but WhatsApp is not a closed perimeter building. Once you send it out to 5,800 groups, you don't know where else it went. That is number one. Number two, even in this case, we are misleading the voters, saying that Mr. Manoj Tiwari can actually speak in English or Haryanvi or whatever, and that is misleading voters, and that should not be done. But the larger worry is that this can be used by anybody against anybody. I mean, we have already seen how recently Mark Zuckerberg was attacked. Not that I'm a big fan of Mark Zuckerberg, but how he was attacked using a deep fake video. And so this can happen to anybody. And the problem is that even the platforms like Twitter and Facebook are now coming up with policies, and even YouTube are coming up with policies of how to deal with deep fake. But we have seen time and again that WhatsApp is the biggest propaganda tool in India, and once it goes into WhatsApp, there's no way to control it. So even if platforms like Facebook and Twitter, etc., which are public platforms, even if they come up with policies, it is not going to stop the spread of deepfakes, and this will have disastrous consequences because there's no way to I have read a few papers about deepfakes, and right now we don't have very solid technology to even check what is a deepfake and what is not. And so we are going down a very dangerous lane.
Right. Now tell me, Rohan Gupta, has the Congress also started putting out deepfake videos?
No, absolutely not, Srini. And first of all, I was...
Are you tempted now after seeing this?
Absolutely not. I think he is also backing out. And I think even if BJP admits having deepfake video, I think it is ideological move by them. Because if you see Delhi elections, their social media head, has spearheaded the campaign of spreading fake news. Like, come on, you are a head of social media of a national party and you are spreading fake news on Twitter.
Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about Amit Malviya. I'm talking about Mr. Sambit Patra. See, this is surprising. You cannot.
You're saying, hold on. You're saying that this is in keeping.
To reply, so don't take their names.
I'm taking the name. What is wrong in it? It is not a fake news.
I'm coming to you. I'm going to give you Neelkant a chance to respond. I'm going to give you Neelkant a chance to respond. But you're saying that
but I'm saying
this
the
is in
people who are
keeping.
Not present here, how is he bringing?
Neelkant Bakshi, I'm coming to you. You must respond. But what you're saying is, Rohan Gupta, you're saying that this is what? In keeping with the BJP's propensity to push fake news.
Absolutely.
By the heads of its own IT cells.
Absolutely. That's what is happening. What do you expect more from them? Are you talking about deepfake? Even if deepfake is not there, they are spreading fake news across all platforms. What do you expect more from them? See, deepfake is negatively used. It is not a positive technology.
But isn't everybody doing fake news? Doesn't the Congress party also do fake news?
Absolutely not. You give me instance where the fake news is officially. See, there is a difference.
When you have Pratik Sinha on your show, you have to be careful when you make a challenge like that.
No,
because
I'm not giving
I'm
a
going to
challenge.
come to him and he'll pull out all the Congress fake news.
My point is just give me 1 minute. It's about, doing it as an official office bearer of a party. I'm talking about that.
Okay.
When I'm giving the names, I am responsible in my statement.
Okay, let's take that to Neelkant Bakshi, because in fact, and I'll come to you, Pratik, in a second, because Neelkant, in fact, Alt News had done a piece specifically looking at Amit Malviya and looking at how the head of your IT cell is virtually a fountainhead of fake news.
You cannot say that. They are not here. You should speak to them. As far as myself is concerned, you have called me to talk about deep fake, whatever is going on this particular 2 videos of Manoj Tiwari, our BJP Delhi president. Yes. I am here to explain you that we are not in favor of that. We have not given them any contract and we have nothing to do with it. Yes, we got it on 6th of February evening. We have spread it within our own groups. We have tried to take the feedback. One feedback also came that this dialect is not suiting him. Few feedbacks came that, oh, this is nice, why don't you do it in English? So we have actually told our volunteers.
Okay, Neelkant Bakshi, even if you were to say that you don't want to talk about this wider phenomenon of the BJP IT cell spreading fake news, the fact that, as Pratik was saying, isn't even the deepfake video.
You cannot say that BJP IT cell is spreading fake news. BJP IT cell is not spreading any fake news.
Okay, fair enough.
I must tell you clearly. You show us.
I will come to the specifics of that in a second. But I am just asking you on the point of your own deepfake video. Isn't it misleading to your voters or your viewers?
It's not our. It is misleading. It's a matter of worry. We were fighting against people like
but I'm saying the video you made. But I'm saying
the copyrights of Manoj Tiwari only. He has used his own videos of Manoj Tiwari also.
Isn't it misleading? Isn't it duping voters?
I'm saying this is not fair. It's not about voters. How can you do it about voters? We have not given it to anyone. It is not made by us. This technology, if available in the market, is a matter of concern for the lawmakers.
Okay.
We are not promoting it.
Okay, you're saying you're not promoting it, even though you yourself are saying it. You've circulated it to thousands of WhatsApp groups. But Pratik, about this point,
I'm saying we have a system where we cannot stop. If I send it to one of my core group, it automatically percolates further.
No, but then
that's what I'm saying. That is our reach.
No, but
so we cannot stop
if you have a problem with it,
because we take feedback. It's a two-way system. In our Delhi BJP, we have a two-way system with our volunteers.
My friend,
we take feedback from them. We take feedback from them. What is going on?
It is groups.
Sorry, 5,800.
That's a system. You can't
stop.
Groups,
not people.
You can't. If your camera is here, it is taking me live. It's a system. So if there is a system, if I send it to my core team, it goes further down the line.
Look,
that's it.
Let's move out of just this. Just not get fixated only on this one video, because the problem, Pratik, is that there is a wider culture of misinformation taking place by political parties, and there's a fear that this would take it to the next level. And to that extent, you did do a piece. Neelkant is saying that the BJP IT cell head is not guilty of spreading fake news, but you did a whole piece just focusing on Mr. Malviya himself.
Yeah, we did a piece where we pointed out 17 instances where Mr. Malviya has put out misinformation, including multiple. 17 instances where Mr. Malviya has put out misinformation. I can list. For example, recently during anti-CA protest in Lucknow, during an EIMIM protest.
Amit Malviya is not here. You are discussing about him is not fair also.
No.
You should take him online, then only talk to him and take up this topic.
That's not fair.
This topic is nothing to do with him.
No, Neelkant.
But this is not. This topic has nothing to do with this. What the debate you had.
No. But once again, Neelkant.
Why not?
Hold on.
You are calling somebody who is not available on the forum, and you are discussing about him, and who cannot put up his own stand, what he wants to say. How can you discuss about
one second.
Let's
understand the rules here.
Is this a part of a discussion?
No, hold on.
Is this a part of this debate?
Hold on. Not everybody who is discussed or his comments or his conduct is talked about is necessarily always part of a debate. Yes? Mr. Malviya, it is not a personal attack on him. He is holding a very important official position within the BJP, and this is about the wider culture of fake news that is propagated by political parties. So this is not a personal comment, it's not a personal attack. right? So this is about accountability. And that's the context we are having this conversation in. So please, Prateek, please go ahead.
Right. So we did a piece where we found 17 instances of misinformation put out by Mr. Malviya. And there are multiple instances. For example, in a Lucknow EIMM rally, there was a slogan of Kashif Saab Zindabad, which Amit Malviya claimed that it's Pakistan Zindabad, and so on and so forth. So it is a big problem. But I just want to add one thing. You know, there's one entity here who is not being questioned, and that is the company itself, which put out misinformation. So created this fake news, deep fake videos, and you know, there also has to be a company regulation. You know, this is a larger matter. For example, California, I believe state of California has brought about a law about not allowing deepfakes, etc. So we also need to speak about that as to, you know, I can imagine a company working in shadows trying to do something like this, but a legally registered organization should not be able to put out deep fakes, you know.
That's a good point. We did try to reach out to the company, by the way, but they didn't speak to us. But they did speak to Nilesh initially. Now, Nilesh, you reported that it's not just this company in India which is doing deep fake. There are others as well.
We do not have the exact number of companies. So this is one of the companies who are trying to productize the use of deepfake technologies. And it's not a proprietary software. It's freely available online on code repositories, which anyone can download and spin up and use it. So that is the context we are talking about, right? And this technology, there are two schools of thought for this story in itself. One is Prateek Sinha's, I see it as Prateek Sinha, what he says about businesses around the use of deepfake technology for election campaign purposes should not be there. The other one is Dr. Wright, who is the head of Rochester Institute of Technology, which investigates deepfakes and has got a $100,000 grant about building a detection system to detect all these deepfakes. He says, hey, I see this as a technology where an election campaigner is reaching out to minorities who never really heard him talk in their same language. So I see this as a positive, but when there are no disclosures, as this is a manufactured or fabricated video, that is when the problem comes in.
Yeah, there's no disclosure. But I just want to ask you, Neelkant, are you now planning to use this outside of the Delhi elections? Will the BJP experiment with this in other elections?
I'm not in charge for all over India or other states, but I don't think
but if you were in charge,
is a matter of discussion, because we have not used in Delhi only. No, we will not do it. I will not do it personally.
You will not do it.
And I have a request, seriously, please don't do it. I mean, neither Congress nor BJP, let's not go down this path, because we already have enough misinformation and we are not able to deal with it. It's killing people, and, you know, let's not please go down this path. It's a very, very dangerous path.
This is true, that fake news and fake rumors can actually lead to deaths. People have died because of it, and that is a serious concern. And that's a very serious concern. So are you convinced? Are you reassured by the fact that Neelkant is saying that they're not going to use it?
See, basically there should be some self-rules, whether it is political party, because we are living in a sensitive country. Now, BJP social media head doing that, I think that is also not expected. So it shows what is the ideology of the party. For votes, you should not go below particular point where you are not doing justice to people of the country who are spreading fake news. And that is where he says that it is done by some of the volunteers. Come on, I think nobody will digest that. And they have spread in 5,800 groups. So will they do this without verifying the facts of it? I don't think so they will do it. So I think there is it is a question of intention, a political will somewhere. You need to draw a line. As a social media head of Congress party, we will never cross that line where we do this kind of activities for the purpose of food. That's not what...
Neelkant Bakshi, very quickly, you think the Congress is, you know, doodh ka dhula hua when it comes to fake news?
I want to add to... No, I want to add something to it. As you said about deep fake, yes, there should be a law. Law should monitor it. There should be a governing body about it. If people are really misusing the technology which is available in the open arena, it's a matter of worry. And kids should not use it. And I think all political parties also, even if they are trying to do positive, should avoid it, because they have their own good spokesperson. They can speak in their own tone.
Well, it's at least reassuring to see the heads of both of the
Let's see, Amit
IT
Malviya
cells,
follows that.
at least of Delhi and of the Congress, And yes, let's hope that, this is something which parties stick by. Thank you all so much for joining us on Reality Check. That's all the time we have. Good night.